Hello to all my beautiful women, and welcome to the 5-day pop-up training. I hope you have printed out your workbooks and you're ready to go. I just want to check here on my Facebook. Everything is, if I can see myself. If you're here, if you can hear me, if you can see me, just let me know in the comments so I can see we are up and running and we're ready to go. Just let me know. I'm so very excited to be here with you tonight. I can't wait to share with you what I've got for you. So yeah, just let me know, hear and see me. What can you see? Okay, say hi in the comments below. Let me just see who's watching. I see we've got 4 people watching already. That's amazing. Let's see here on my side what I can see. Okay. I just want to turn down the volume. All right, I can see myself. Hi, Anna-Marie. Hi, Noni. Great to have you guys here with me. All right. Anna-Marie is my friend that lives in the R, one of my besties. Anna-Marie, I'm so happy that you're here. Noni, you're so very welcome. I'm excited to start this with you guys. So let me just share my screen with you guys and we can get jumping in. Let me just go to the PowerPoint slideshow. PowerPoint. Now I say slideshow from the beginning. All right. So this is the Finding Yourself Again 5-day pop-up training. It is part and parcel of my Finding Yourself Again program. To the left, you can see my book. My book is Finding Yourself Again. I've changed the cover a little bit. I'll update this, the screenshot, the slideshow. It's 11 Steps to Freedom. So, okay, very warm welcome to each and every one of you here. I'm super excited to have you here with me tonight. I want you to get ready to have some fun. And we're going to have a great time together. I'm broadcasting live from South Africa. I'm from the Northern Cape. The weather here it's a bit chilly. We're expecting a cold front coming in South Africa. I don't know where you're at. Hi Marion, hi Charmaine, hi Magda. Magda is my sister-in-law. Thanks for watching, and I hope you're going to enjoy this training tonight. So girls, I hope you've brought your A game because I've brought my A game to this tonight. I just want to thank you for spending the time with me, investing in yourselves, investing this time into your growth. So if you cannot catch us live, like Marion says, she's got a bit of trouble. Don't worry, the replay, like I said, will be available until next Tuesday. I prefer it if you watch with me live, but if you really can't, you can still watch. You can catch the replay until next week, Tuesday, where I will be removing it. So if you hear any noise, it's probably my pets or my kids. So don't mind that. I'm going to try and keep it as quiet and professional as possible, but you know how kids and pets are. All right. So I'm very pleased to meet you. My name is Jana. I'm an applied psychology practitioner, and I'm a student Christian counselor for Inspire Freak. And Inspire Freak is my business that I've had for the last 5 years. I'm also the author of the book Finding Yourself Again, 11 Steps to Freedom, which is part of the Women Up series. And I'm the creator of the Finding Yourself Again, 11 Steps to Freedom coaching program. What I do is I help ambitious Christian women between the ages of 30 to 60 who feel unloved, unworthy, not good enough, and stuck in their old mentality and their self-sabotage to help them find themselves and the freedom to choose the life that they want. So if you're not in that age bracket, don't worry about it. It's just like my niche, my demographics. But if you're a little bit outside of that demographics, it doesn't matter. You're here. There's a reason you're here, and I'm glad you're here. Okay. So who am I? Hi, Charmaine. Okay, I like you see there, in 2016, I was morbidly obese, so depressed that I actually cut my long hair completely off with a clipper because I felt unworthy of love. and I actually wanted to commit suicide. Now, suicide's not something that's nice to talk about, but that was my reality in 2016. So at that time, I had my third child. I was the stepmother of three more children because I married their dad at the age of 19, so he had full custody of them. Um, we both were unemployed at the time. We were experiencing marital problems, and I just felt completely disconnected from my family, disconnected from God, disconnected from myself. I had no idea who I was anymore or what I wanted, and even I didn't even have a clue where I was headed. So I hated myself. And that's 5 years ago, where I felt completely lost and stuck. And then scrolling through Facebook, I came across an online Adidas 30-day challenge. And I needed to lose weight and get fitter, and I needed to feel better about myself and my situation. So what I did is I entered the competition. Now the competition was like an exercise challenge, okay, and there was a nice Adidas prize that we could win, and I didn't have any hope, so I just decided I'm gonna go for it, okay. And I posted some raw and real photos and videos of myself as I pushed through doing stuff like squats and burpees and bear crawls and you name it. Um, and it was a progressive beginner's challenge. But what happened is I think a lot of women could relate to just that rawness and that realness. And I got a lot of followers from that. And I know that most of you, or not most of you, that some of you that are here know me from that stage in my life, know me from that time in my life. And you can testify to what my growth has been the last 5 years, because you know me as that woman, that shy woman that used to post that videos, because I tried not to be shy on those videos. So I pushed myself way out of my comfort zone. Actually, lost 27 kilograms that year. That is me in the photo, the before and the after of that time. So I won that Adidas competition. I won that prize actually. And then I actually created an exercise group where 400 women joined me. And we spent time together, challenging each other, doing exercises together daily, posting pictures and videos of what we're doing just for accountability. And from that, the nickname Inspire Freak was born, because people said that I inspire them. So I think being an inspiration to women is something that comes naturally to me. It's not something that I've tried to put on myself. It's just something that came naturally from this journey. So from that, I started studying personal training and athletic nutrition, and I actually became a weight loss coach who helped people lose weight and get fit after helping my own family lose 97 kilograms together in 1 year. I helped several of my clients also win and place top 5 in prominent weight loss competitions. But there is a but, okay? I sabotaged myself. Okay. My clients were doing fabulously and I lost it again. And I'm not talking about the weight. The 27 kilograms that I lost, I gained back with interest. I lost credibility and confidence in myself. And my family life took a turn for the worse because hubby and I at that time then separated. Okay. So at that time, I had 27 full time clients. And here I was, lost and stuck again. So you can see there on the left, on the right hand side, there are some of my clients. My brother, top left, my daughter-in-law, not my daughter-in-law, my stepdaughter, my stepson, me, my backside, another client, my husband, my niece, my stepdaughter, again another client. So yeah, I had some real and amazing success stories with my clients, but for some reason I got stuck again. So then what I did is I quit in search of finding out why. Why did I sabotage myself so much? What went on between what I decide to do and what I actually do? Okay, and that led me to doing various diplomas and certificates in applied psychology, including the life coaching practitioner diploma that I did, cognitive behavioral therapy, mindfulness, and also neurolinguistics programming. I also started researching and reading 100 books a year. And you would think it's a lot, but 100 books a year is about 2 books a week on personal development and transformation. And that way, I actually cured my emotional instability and depression without going to a therapist. Now, I'm not saying don't go to a professional. I'm all for professionals. But at that stage, I managed to cure myself because remember, my finances were a mess. I didn't have medical aid. I didn't have the resources to go and see people and do something professionally about it. So, with all of this training and studies and research that I've done, I cured my emotional instability and depression, and I managed my ADHD without medication. So now I know my calling and my purpose in life. I know my top 3 values in life are faith, mastery, and freedom, and I also prioritize my life around it. I'm following my dream and my calling. Life is fulfilling for me now. I feel that I've got a connection to God. And now I'm studying theology with a specialization in Christian counseling. Okay. Because I see the need for a deep dive into people's issues. Because most of the clients that I had, um, the weight was just the outer manifestation of the inner problems. So, what I decided to do is specialize in going deeper, not just looking at the outside. And I'm not selling you a weight loss product here, not at all, but I'm just telling you a little bit of a background of where I'm coming. So, now I'm designing the life that I want to live and I'm structuring my life to reach that. I'm an author and I've developed a 1 year coaching program. It's online. And now I can honestly look in the mirror and say, I love myself. At that time when I cut off my hair, I didn't like myself at all. I didn't want to even look at myself in the mirror, much less get dressed, do my makeup and my hair and whatever. Okay. So out of my greatest despair, which was my depression and my ADHD and my problems, came the greatest gift. Okay. And what is unique about my story is because I have ADHD, I actually took prolific notes of every stage of this journey of mine. And now I can turn that around and I can help you. Okay. I want to take you from that being lost or stuck or not knowing what your next step needs to be to finding yourself again using those exact 11 steps that I took to get unstuck. So it puts me in a unique situation. Um, there you can see my family. It's me and my husband, my 3 step kids, and my 3 daughters there. So that's where I'm at now. Let me just click on. Okay, so that's what I want to help you with right now. I want you to go from a life that you hate with no escape, feeling lost, feeling stuck, no clue who you are, no direction for the future, low energy levels from always putting yourself last, to taking massive action, putting yourself first for once and find yourself again, to figure out what you want, to set up boundaries by filling your cup first and then serving others from the overflow. I want you to explore your passions and your purpose or your calling. I want you to set your soul on fire, doing the things that you love, honing and becoming competent in your craft to gain mastery and expand your mental capacity so that you can actually, like I did, design the life that you want and start to manage your own business if that's in the cards for you. I mean, even if you start something on the side for an extra few bucks, I want you to start something for yourself. And we're going to discuss that a little bit later again. Okay, I want you to gain hope, the confidence, the independence, freedom, and power of choice that you crave to be courageous and live the life of your dreams. So that's what I want to help you. Okay, introductions. I just want to say welcome again to each and every one of the diverse group members from all over the world. We normally get people from really from right around the world. So I just want to see here in the group who we've got. I think I screenshotted. I'm checking on my phone quickly. Okay. Okay. We have got um, Pinky Panther from Mafeking in the northwest. We've got Annelie Krause from the R in Northern Cape. We've got Marianne Ferrara, who is actually like my neighbor. She lives like 2 kilometers from me. Marianne and I haven't really spoken much, but we've met once. Okay, so Marianne, we're gonna get to know each other a little bit more here. Okay, and then if you haven't already, I want you to make an introduction video. Just tell me who you are, what do you do, what are you hoping to get out of this training, what are you excited about learning, and tell us a little bit about yourself. Okay, if you're not comfortable with making a video, just make a post with a picture of yourself, a nice selfie, and tell us a little bit about yourself. Thank you to those of you that have already introduced yourself in the group. And thank you for being open to learning and growing with us this week by showing up and participating. Okay, and then I also want to say a special welcome to my alumni. There are people here that's been repeat attenders, and that's my previous clients. So very welcome to you guys here. It's always nice to see you again, to hear how's it going, what's been happening, what are the testimonies that you can tell me, what has it been doing in your life. So please feel free to share that. And let's have a blast together. We're all women here. This is a safe space. We are here to learn. We are all here to have some fun. This training has been 50 books worth of information that I've studied, and I've crammed and condensed it into 5 days. Don't ask me how I did it. It was very difficult, but I did it, and this is where we're at. Okay, so what is your why for attending this group? Why did you click yes when I invited you here, or when your friend invited you here, or when you saw the ad for this group? Okay, Anthea says, Anthea, I would hope to learn something and encourage others. Now, Anthea, obviously, we're going to learn a lot this week. Okay, I'm going to kind of overwhelm you a little bit, but I want you to take what you need and run with it. Okay, so I want you to take some serious notes because I'm going to teach you a lot in these 5 days, and I know that it's going to be of value to you. Uh, Pinky Panther says, I'm hoping to learn new perspectives on life, and I want to be encouraged enough to get out of my state of depression that I'm finding myself inside. Now, depression is something that all of us go through at some stages of our life. And I am hoping to help you manage that and hoping to give you some coping strategies to deal with depression and anxiety and not feeling well, especially with this time that we're dealing with stuff like COVID. I think we all have some level of anxiety around this because the future seems like we don't even know how it's going to go, what's going to happen next. You know, it's like we're living in a movie the last 2 years. So I think we all are experiencing a bit of that. So I'm hoping that I can help you with that. Okay, let me just see what else we've got. I know somewhere, Pinky, you said your name, but I can't remember now. I'll just go back and check. But I want you guys, if you haven't yet written down your why for attending in that post in the group, you can go do this after this live. All right. And then without any further ado, we're going to get started. Okay, let's just see if everything's still going. Just tell me if the volume is okay. All right. Anna Maria Mackie McKessie. Oh, my soul. I hope I'm saying it correctly. Hello from Washington, D.C. in the U.S. Hello. That's awesome. Anna Maria says, I clicked yes because I'm planning on creating a similar group specifically for women who've been through trauma and need encouragement to heal from it. Anna Maria, that's amazing. I hope you can find some inspiration from this group, and I hope that you will have a healing ministry that will help women, because I'm all for helping women. Okay, we are women here and we need to stand together and we need to lock arms together, because there's we have got a lot of odds against us, and if we stand together we can actually make something happen. All right, so let's get started. Okay, what we're going to cover on day one. Number one, we're going to look at how to find your purpose. We're going to explore what it means that you are the expert of you. Waking up, we're going to take responsibility for our lives. We're going to talk about writing a new story, holding the pen, who you are willing to become. We're also going to talk about taking responsibility. Okay, we've already said that, taking responsibility for your life, the power of your tongue, and getting ready for your life to change. So, who's excited for day one's training? Let me know in the comments below. Let me see. Okay, there is a bit of a lag on the system, so I'm just going to wait for it. Just say, I'm ready if you're ready to get started. I hope you've got your workbook. If you haven't got your workbook, I hope you at least have a notebook and a pen to take some serious notes, because we are serious students and we want to take some serious notes. Okay. Who's ready? All right. Okay. Finding your purpose in life is actually very easy. I mean, everybody writes so much about how do you find purpose in life? How's that? How do you do that? And I'm here to show you that it's actually a simple 5-step process. Now, in these trainings, we're only going to deal with the first 5 steps. With step number 1 of the 5 steps in finding your purpose. But I just want to show you a little bit of a roadmap of how it is that you can find your purpose in life. So step number 1, it's important to find yourself, because if you know who you are, it's easier to know where you're headed, right? Step number 2 is finding out what you love to do. So what is it that you're passionate about? What is something that you enjoy doing? What is something that when you do that, you're in a state of flow? Okay. Step number 3, find out who you want to serve. Like Anna Maria said, she's looking to help women who've been through trauma. Okay, so there she's already got her step number 3. Okay, now step number 4, find out what you want to help them with. Okay, who are you? What do you love to do? Who do you want to serve? What do you want to help them with? And the last step is finding out what is that outcomes that your prospective clients will achieve. So what, like Anna Maria, uh, you're going to help them with trauma, and what do you want them to feel afterwards? What is that outcomes that they're going to achieve? So this is how you find your purpose in life. Okay, as easy as that. Okay, we're just going to deal with step number 1 in this pop-up training for now, but you get the picture. All right, you are the expert of you. If you're looking for external validation, you will struggle to find out who you are, because the outside is a warped mirror. Okay, you need to ask yourself some meaningful questions, because your mind works like a Google search engine. Whatever you put in will pop out. Okay, so you need to ask yourself those questions. You've got a mind that's divided into unconscious, a subconscious, and a conscious mind. Okay, now I always explain it like this. You have your vast, let's say your mind is like a library. Okay, now this vast library, from everything that you've experienced since your conception, okay, up until now, is stored in your unconscious. Okay, So it's a vast library of all the experiences, all the things you've ever experienced, and all the senses that came in. Okay. Your subconscious mind would then represent all of the books that you've taken out this month. So it is stuff that you remember, but not that very clearly. It's like last month's wedding or a friend you had in school. So you remember, but not very clearly. And then your conscious mind is the books that you're reading this week. So you remember clearly that yesterday you and your husband had a fight, stuff that lies in your conscious mind. So when we ask our minds, which is like a Google search engine, your mind goes and searches through your unconscious mind for all the information that's relevant, and it comes up. Okay, so I want you to write down in the comments below 5 words that describes yourself now. And I don't want you to think a lot about it. I want it to just pop up from your unconscious mind. Give me 5 words that describes you. So if I can think about myself, I'll describe myself as intelligent. I'm a bookworm. I'm a Christian. I'm a frustrated homeschooled mom. um, and number 5, I'm a wife. Okay, that's the 5 things I can quickly describe myself as. What is yours? Let's see, what is your descriptions? Okay, pop it in the comments below. Let's see. Okay. Just give some time for the lag to go away. Okay. Who do you wish you could become in the future? Because you're not just the you that are here with me now. You are the you of your past, the you of your current situation, and the you of your future. Okay, so who do you wish you could become in the future? Because even if you're my clients, okay, you will still always be the expert of yourself. Okay, I will never know more about you than you know about yourself. Okay, that's why you will always be the expert of you. Okay, what do you believe you are worth? I know a lot of us women, we struggle with feelings of unworthiness, not being lovable. Okay, what do you believe your worth is? Do you feel that you're worthless? Or do you know that you are worthy of love and respect and all of those things? Okay. Are you actually acknowledging the part you play in your life? Or are you blaming people around you um, and your circumstances for where you are at? I want to challenge you to wake up right now. This is a wake up call. Okay. This is why I'm training, because I want to shake and wake up each and every woman that listens to this pop-up training. Okay, I want you to start becoming aware of yourself. Stop numbing yourself with food, with alcohol, with other addictions. And I want you to feel the feelings. Because when you get uncomfortable, and you write out a thought record. Now, a thought record is something that I teach my clients in my program. When you write out a journal and you get to the bottom of things, I want you to heal your feelings, not just numb it. Because when you like eat or you drink alcohol or you use drugs or whatever, you create a chemical change so that you don't have to deal with the feelings. That's why we overeat. That's why we abuse stuff, because we don't want to face it. We don't want to face that feelings. Okay. And then we just bandage it up and we cover it up because we're so afraid of someone triggering our pain points. And I want to say to you, it doesn't, if you've got a thorn in your arm, it doesn't help for us to just bandage it. You need to remove the thorn. That's why we need to keep feeling that feeling so that we can get it out of our systems. Okay. We need to heal it. That wound needs air to breathe. So we need to uncover those foundational limiting beliefs and distortions so that you can breathe again. And I want to challenge you to writing a new story. God gives me and you a pen. Okay. And I've got a pen in my hand, and my pen is full of ink, and I've got to write the story of my life. Okay. God has given me free will. I'm not a robot. I'm not a zombie. I've been given free reign and unique talent, skills, and interests. And now what I've got in front of me is a blank page. So if I don't like the story that I'm writing at the moment, who's holding the pen? I'm holding the pen. I'm not going to blame someone else sitting at the desk next to me writing their own story. I'm going to change my story if I don't like what I'm writing right now. I'm going to flip the script. I'm going to throw a plot twist or two in there. Think about the story that you're going to write in your workbook about your life. Okay, that is what we're going to do in our homework session tonight. We're going to write the story of our lives. Okay, um, and remember that each and every day you get issued with a brand new page. Okay? Chapters end and new chapters begin. So if you don't like where you're at right now, move, girlfriend. You're not a tree. Move. Write a new story. Start a new chapter. Change it. Flip it. Okay. Start a new paragraph or write a new sentence, even. Or for goodness sakes, write a new word. But just start. Okay. Take that pen that you were dealt with and max it out. Now, people come and tell me before we move on, but Jana, my pen is broken. Now, listen, girlfriend. Some of us get a pocket pen, some of us get a big pen, some of us get a pen that doesn't work well anymore. Okay. But you know what I want to challenge you to do tonight is take the pen that you were dealt and write the hell out of it. Okay. Write until you have no ink left. Okay. Max it out. All right. I want you to start taking 100% responsibility for your life. Let's look at that Rachel Hollis quote. Every year you close a new chapter in your story. Please don't write the same one 75 times and call it a life. Don't let anyone else hold the keys to your life. You're the driver of the car. You're the holder of the pen. Don't give the pen to anyone else. Don't give the pen to your boss. Don't give the pen to your husband. Don't give the pen to your kids. You hold the pen. You take that pen and you write. And you write the story of your life. And you write something that's interesting, that's going to make you laugh. And you write something that's going to make you cry. And you're going to write something that is going to make you feel excited. Okay. Anna Maria, the workbook is in one of the posts in the group. I think that's 5 or 6 posts down. There's a link to download the workbook. Martha says, I want to get that blockage out of my brain to be a new me. Yes, Martha, let's do that. Anna Marie says, I'm ready to get started. I want to become the best version of myself. Yes, because remember, girls, women, beautiful, beautiful women that are on this group, that we don't have a second chance in life. Okay. This is the only chance we've got. It's not like a game that we can restart and say, okay, next time. There is no next time. This is it, baby. This is it. Okay. So write something that's all inspiring. What is it that you can do for the world? Because we are kind of narrow minded in terms of what can I get out of the world? But I want to challenge you tonight. What is it that the world requires of you? What is it that God is planting in your heart to go and change for people in this world? You have the freedom and the power to choose who you're willing to become. You can at any moment say, I don't like myself. Who else would I want to be instead? So, who are you going to become? Okay, let's talk about the power of the tongue. In the book of James Allen, I think, what is the book called? Now I can't remember. But in that book, he says, "As a man thinketh, so is he." And you think that, okay, that's a nice thing to say, but it's actually in the Bible. As a man thinketh, so is it. It's in Proverbs, okay? And the Bible also says, death and life is in the power of your tongue. So stop speaking death over your life and over your children and over yourself and your body. Start speaking life, okay? The Bible also says, choose death or life. Choose life. Make sure that the language you're using with yourself and others are, are building you up and not breaking you down. Focus and use the creative power of your tongue. Don't waste it on cursing and criticizing and belittling yourself and other people. Stop skinnering. Stop doing that. You've got power in your tongue. I want you to use that power. Use powerful I am statements. I want to prep your brain for the future. Tell your brain what you want. Tell yourself who you want to become and speak that over your life. Joel Osteen says you can change your world by changing your words. Remember that death and life are in the power of the tongue. Okay. Like Anna Marie said, I want to become the best version of myself. Change that to I am becoming the best version of myself. Okay, I'm ready to get started. Yes, that's a positive I am statement because you're already busy doing it. Okay. Now, as most of you know already, I'm giving away 2 spots of my online course. So if you participate, if you share with your friends, if you invite your friends, yes, you can still invite your friends. If you support the members in this group, if you share your story and be vulnerable, and I can really see that you're taking in what I'm teaching you here, you can have access to my brand new online course. I'm giving away 2 spots. So may the best women win. This is not hard to get this prize, and people underestimate how easy it is to win. Okay, so participate, and maybe you could walk away with access to this online course of mine. Okay. And then on Wednesday, I'm going to talk about a special invitation to working with me, but we'll talk about that on Wednesday. And then we're just going to look at the homework. Okay, so the homework is we're gonna write a story of your life, your past, your present, your future, and I want you to go as shallow or as deep as you want. Okay, but remember that the more that you put into this, the more you will get out. Nothing changes if you don't make changes. Okay. Um, like I said in the introductory video, a book that you buy for self help that stays on your shelf is shelf help. The same with this pop up training. Okay. If you just listen to the video and you go to sleep and you don't do nothing about what you're learning today, you're going to forget it by tomorrow. But when you take the information, you implement it into the homework, then you're going to start integrating it into your life and seeing where you're going to start making that changes. So use your worksheet, use your journal, go and download that workbook. If you can't print it out, work off the PDF and then do it on a notepad on the side, but go and get that workbook. Okay. And it's going to depend on how badly do you need to find yourself. Okay. Because I already know all of this stuff. I don't need to be here on this pop-up training, but this is my gift to you. Okay. Because I know how it feels like to be stuck like that. And I don't, it's like walking down a road, falling in a hole, getting out with a lot of work, 5 years of work. And then I want to close that hole. I don't want anyone to go through what I went through because I know the pain the pain it creates is in my life. Okay. I don't want that for you. So how badly do you need to find yourself? How badly do you want to progress in these 5 steps to finding out your purpose in life? If you're brave, I want you to do that homework and then go on in the group, share a video or post in the group about what you've learned and your discoveries. And like I said, the more vulnerable we are, the more we can find the strength to grow and be brave. All right, so let me just, I want to stop sharing this screen. I want to see if I can get to the, let's just press the escape button here. Oh, goody, goody. I hope you can still see me. Okay, great. Okay, so I just want to go through the workbook. Let me just see if I've got it here on the side. Okay, let me just see. Okay. All right. Okay. So we're gonna do homework day one. Our life story. We can only research ways to change ourselves once we are aware of our weaknesses and imperfections and have developed a healthy humility. When we reflect and explore ourselves, we look at what we know about ourselves in terms of our past, our present, and our future. And only then can we start putting the pieces together which will be needed for personal development. Self knowledge helps us understand why we function the way that we do. So, I want you to write a story about your life to help you find meaning and value in your experiences. It will help you organize your thoughts and you will grow from this exercise. When you experience a greater sense of meaning, it contributes to your happiness. So, in the workbook, you're going to write the story of your past. Okay. And I don't want you, this is important. I don't want you to write a disempowering story. Okay. So don't come and tell me all of the things that went wrong in your life. Okay. But I want you to start describing the main lessons that you've learned, the challenges that you've overcome, and the personal strengths that you have developed along the way. Okay. Because we get so stuck into telling our victim story. Okay. And there's nothing wrong about telling our story. Okay. And pouring our hearts out. But I want you to look at your past from a different perspective. Let's look at what were the lessons. What were the challenges that you've overcome? What are the personal strengths? Okay. Let's start writing an empowering story about our pasts. Okay. And then we're going to write a story of our present. I want you to write an accurate description of where you are in your life today. What is good in your life? Who are you for other people right now? What do you have? Who do you care about? And what are you grateful for? And then we're going to write the story of our future. What do you see for your future? What are you excited about? Who are you willing to become for other people and for the world? How can you become more grounded within yourself and of yet greater value for those you work with, care about, and love? And then in the workbook, we're going to put it all together. So that's the homework session. Go and download the workbook if you haven't already. So you have the PDF of it. Go and print it out. That's the base because then you have it with you. Take a picture with your workbook, post it in the group. That's also part of the engagement. Um, and then if you've got any questions regarding the trainings tonight, I want you to put it in this post in the comments. Okay, and then I'm going to keep my eye open for any questions and I'm going to try and answer it for you either in the next live or directly in the comments. So that's it for tonight, my dear friends and new friends and ladies and beautiful women. I hope you have a fantastic day, a fantastic evening, and we'll see each other again tomorrow, same time, same place. Love you. Bye bye.